Dear students, today trigonometric functions of R.D. Sharma, class 11th. Very short answer questions. Answer each of the following questions in one word or one sentence or as per exact requirement of the question. We have to write the answer in one word or one sentence or as per exact requirement of the question. Question number first. Write the maximum and minimum values of cos x. Here we have to write the maximum value of cos x. So as we know that the value of cos x is lies between -1 to 1. The maximum value of cos x is 1 and the minimum value of cos x is -1. So by using this, we can calculate the maximum and minimum value of this cos x. So therefore maximum value of cos x is equal to, here the maximum value of cos x is 1 and this value should be 1. For this value 1, maximum value 1, this input cos x should be 0. At cos x is equal to 0, the value is 1. So we can write this cos of 0. And you know the value of cos 0 is 1. So this is the maximum value of cos x 1. And minimum value of cos x is equal to what? So this, the minimum value of cos x is -1 and cosine function is minimum at 180 degree or pi. Cosine function is decreasing function. As we increase the value of theta or angle, then the value of cos function or cosine function is decreasing. So this value cos x should be cos pi. At 180 degree, the value of cos x is -1. So this input cos x should be cos of cos pi. And the value of this cos pi is -1. And you know minus theta lies in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant cos is positive, so this is cos -1, so we can write cos of 1. This is the minimum value of cos x. Question number second. Write the maximum and minimum values of sine x. So for finding the maximum and minimum values of sine x, as we know that the value of sine x lies between greater than or equal to -1 and less than or equal to 1. By sine graph, this value of sine x, minimum value of sine x is -1 and maximum value of sine x is +1. So therefore maximum value of sine x is equal to, the maximum value of sine x is 1. So we can put this sine x is equal to 1 here. So this is sine of 1, or we can write this sine 1. Sine 1 is the maximum value of sine x. And minimum value of sine sine x. Minimum value of sine x. Minimum value of sine x is -1. So put -1 here. So this is sine of -1. And you know minus theta lies in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cos is positive. This is sine. So minus sine of 1. This is the minimum value of sine x. Maximum value sine of 1 and minimum value minus sine of 1. Question number 3rd. Write the maximum value of sine of cos x. So as we know that cos x is greater than or equal to -1 and less than or equal to 1. The value of cos x lies between this limit. So maximum value of cos x is 1 and minimum value of cos x is -1. So here we have to find out the maximum value of this. Therefore, maximum value of sine of cos x. So for its maximum value, this cos x should be maximum. So maximum value of cos x is 1. So put 1 here. So this is sine of 1. And sine of 1, we can write this sine 1. So this sine 1 is the maximum value of sine of cos x. Question number 4. If sine x is equal to cos square x, then write the value of cos square x into 1 plus cos square x. So here sine x is equal to cos square x, it is given. So we have to find out the value of, therefore cos square x into 1 plus cos square x, its value we have to find out. So directly we can use this. Cos square x is equal to sine x. So put this, replace this cos square x by sine x into 1 plus again this cos square x by sine x, multiply this sine x into bracket. So sine x plus sine x into sine x, sine square x. Now again this sine x as it is, and this sine square x can be written 1 minus cos square x by using Pythagorean identity. Since sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Again replace this cos square x by sine x. So which is equal to this sine x plus 1 minus sine x. Negative sine x and positive sine x gets cancelled, and here we have got 1. So value of cos square x into 1 plus cos square x is 1 only. This is the required value of cos square x into 1 plus cos square x. Question number 5. If sin x plus cosec x is equal to 2, it is given, then write the value of sin raised to the power nx plus cosec raised to the power nx. So this condition is given, sin x plus cosec x is equal to 2. So first solve this, then we can substitute the value here. So sin x plus cosec x is equal to 2. It is given. So we can write this sin x plus, just convert this cosec x into sin. So cosec x can be written 1 upon sin x. Reason is being cosec x is the reciprocal of sin x and sin x is the reciprocal of cosec x, is equal to 2. Take LCM here. Sin x LCM. So sin square x plus 1 is equal to 2. Cross multiply this sin x in right side. So which implies sin square x plus 1 is equal to 2 sin x. Shift this 2 sin x this side. So sin square x plus 1 minus 2 sin x is equal to 0. This we can apply the identity here since a minus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2 times ab. Here a square is equal to sin square x, b square is equal to 1 square minus 2ab. So we can write this all three terms by using this identity a minus b whole square. So this is sin x minus 1 whole square is equal to 0. If we open this, then again we will get this three terms. Take a square root. So sin x minus 1 whole square root of this sin x minus 1 is equal to 0. Shift this minus 1. Sin x is equal to 1. So here we got the value of sin x is 1. With the help of this sin x is equal to 1, we can calculate the value of sin raised to the power n x plus cosec raised to the power nx. Now sin raised to the power nx plus cosec raised to the power nx is equal to this. We can write sin x whole raised to the power n plus this we can write cosec x can be written 1 upon sin x and whole raised to the power n. Now we can apply the value of sin x as 1. Substitute sin x is equal to 1. So which is equal to 1 raised to the power n plus 1 upon sin x is equal to 1 whole raised to the power n. So this is 1 raised to n plus this is also 1 raised to n. You know, we can write for any power of 1, it will remain the 1 only. So 1 raised to the power n is 1 and 1 raised to the power n is also 1. 1 plus 1, 2. So this is the required value of sin raised to the power nx plus cosec raised to the power nx. Question 6. If sin x plus sin square x is equal to 1, this condition is given, then write the value of cos raised to the power 12x plus 3 cos raised to the power 10x plus 3 cos raised to the power 8x plus cos raised to the power 6x. First of all, solve this given condition. After solving this given condition, we will get one important result. Then with the help of this result, we can calculate the value of this. So sin x plus sin square x is equal to 1. It is given, which implies sin x is equal to shift this sin square x this side, so 1 minus sin square x, and sin x is equal to 1 minus sin square x can be written cos square x. So this important result we have got here, sin x is equal to cos square x. So now we can take the given condition again, this, and here we can put sin x is equal to cos x, so that we will get the expression in terms of cos x. Then we will get this. So again, sin x plus sin square x is equal to 1. Now replace this sin x by cos square x. So cos square x plus this sin square x will become cos raised to the power 4x is equal to 1. Now we have got this. Now with the help of this, we can easily get this. So think about this. How many powers are required here? Maximum 12 power. So here 4 power. If we are making the cube on both sides, then we can get the 12 power and this 6 power or 8 power or 10 power. So cubing on both sides. Cubing on both the sides. So this is cos square x plus cos raised to the power 4x whole cube is equal to 1 cube. Here apply the identity a plus b whole cube. You know a plus b whole cube is equal to what? Since a plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3 times ab into a plus b. This identity we can apply here. Here a is equal to cos square x and b is equal to cos raised to 4. This is a and this is b. Open this. A cube, so cos square x whole cube plus b cube cos raised to the power 4x whole cube plus 3 a cos square x into b cos raised to the power 4x into a plus b cos square x plus cos raised to the power 4x is equal to 1 cube 1, which implies cos square x whole cube cos raised to the power 6x plus cos raised to the power 4x whole cube, 4 3s are 12 power, cos raised to the power 12x plus 3 cos square x into cos raised to 4x at the power cos raised to the power 6x into cos square x plus cos raised to the power 4x is equal to 1, which implies cos raised to the power 6x, which implies cos raised to the power 6x plus cos raised to the power 12x. Multiply this 3 into cos raised to 6 into cos square x at the power cos raised to the power 8x plus 3 cos raised to 6 into cos raised to 4, 6 plus 4 10, cos raised to the power 10x is equal to 1. Now we can arrange them. First 12 power, then 10 power, then 8 power, then 6 power. So cos raised to the power 12x cos raised to the power 12x plus cos raised to the power 10x, this term 3 cos raised to the power 10x, then 8 power this plus 3 cos raised to the power 8x, then 6 power cos raised to the power 6x plus cos raised to the power 6x is equal to 1. This is the required value of cos raised to the power 12x plus 3 cos raised to the power 8x plus cos raised to 6 is equal to 1. This is the answer. Required value of cos raised to the power 12x plus 3 cos raised to the power 10x plus 3 cos raised to the power 8x plus cos raised to the power 6x is equal to 1 only. Question number 7. If sin x plus sin square x is equal to 1, it is given, then write the value of cos raised to 8x plus 2 cos raised to the power 6x plus cos raised to 4x. So again take the given condition first. Sin x plus sin square x is equal to 1, which implies sin x plus sin x is equal to 1 minus shift this sin square x this side, so it will become minus sin square x. So sin x is equal to 1 minus sin square x is equal to cos square x. This important result we have got here. Sin x is equal to cos square x. Again take the same condition and replace this sin x by cos square x. Then after solving this we can get easily that in terms of cos. So again sin x plus sin square x is equal to 1. Replace this sin x by cos square x. So this is cos square x and sin square x will become cos raised to the power 4x is equal to 1. Now notice cos raised to 8x, cos raised to 6x and 4 cos raised to 4x. 8 power we required. So here 4 power. If we are making the square on both sides, then it will become cos raised to 8 and remaining terms will come automatically. So squaring on both sides. Squaring on both the sides. Cos square x plus cos raised to the power 4x whole square is equal to 1 square. Here apply the identity a plus b whole square. Since a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2 times ab. Apply this identity here. A is equal to cos square x and b is equal to cos raised to the power 4x. So which implies a square cos square x whole square plus b square cos raised to the 4x whole square plus 2 times a cos square x into b cos raised to the power 4x is equal to 1 square 1, which implies cos raised to the power 4x plus 4 to the 8 cos raised to the power 8x plus 2 cos square x into cos raised to 4x. Add the powers. If the base are same, then powers are added. 2 plus 4 6 is equal to 1. So now we can write the in order. First 8 power, then 6 power, then 4 power. So this is cos raised to the power 8x plus 2 times cos raised to the power 6x plus cos raised to the power 4x is equal to 1. This is the required value of cos raised to 8x plus 2 cos raised to 6x plus cos raised to 4x is equal to 1. This is our answer. Question number 8. If sin theta 1 plus sin theta 2 plus sin theta 3 is equal to 3, it is given, then write the value of cos theta 1 plus cos theta 2 plus cos theta 3. So sin theta 1 plus sin theta 2 plus sin theta 3 is equal to 3. It is given. So we have to find out the value of cos theta 1 plus cos theta 2 plus cos theta 3. So for finding this value, we require theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3. So notice this condition, sin theta 1 plus sin theta 2 plus sin theta 3 is equal to 3. So you know the maximum value of sin theta is 1 only. So this condition is only true when sin theta 1 is equal to sin theta 2 is equal to sin theta 3 is equal to 1. Then 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. So it is only true. It is only true when sin theta 1 is equal to sin theta 2 is equal to sin theta 3. If all these three values are equal and which are equal to 1, then this condition will be satisfied. 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. So this is 1. So we can write this sin theta 1 is equal to sin theta 2 is equal to sin theta 3, and this one we can write in terms of sin 90. Sin 90 pi by 2 or 90 degree you can write. Sin 90 is equal to 1. Now compare all the sides. So therefore theta 1 is equal to theta 2 is equal to theta 3 is equal to pi by 2. So we calculated the value of theta 1, theta 2, theta 3 is equal to pi by 2. Now directly we can substitute this values of theta 1, theta 2, theta 3 here. There cos theta 1 plus cos theta 2 plus cos theta 3 is equal to cos pi by 2, theta 1 is equal to pi by 2 plus cos pi by 2, theta 2 is equal to also pi by 2 plus cos theta 3 is equal to pi by 2. And you know the value of cos 90 is 0. This cos 90 0 and this cos 90 also 0. 0 plus 0 plus 0, 0 only. So this is the required value of cos theta 1 plus cos theta 2 plus cos theta 3, 0. Question number 9. Write the value of sine 10 degree plus sine 20 degree plus sine 30 degree plus up to dot dot sine 360 degree. We have to write its value. So sine 10 degree plus sine 20 degree plus sine 30 degree plus up to dot dot plus sine 360 degree. So the angle is increasing 10 degree here. So we can write this sine 10 degree plus sine 20 degree plus sine 30 degree plus up to dot dot sine 180 degree plus sine 180, then we can write sine 190 degree, sine 190 degree plus sine 200 degree plus sine 210 degree, 210 degree plus up to dot dot plus sine 360 degree, sine 360 degree we can write. All the values we can write. So look at here, this sine 190 degree, sine 190 can be written sine 360 minus 170. So we can write this sine 10 degree plus sine 20 degree plus sine 30 degree plus up to dot dot plus sine 180 degree as it is, and plus this sine 190 degree. Sine 190 degree can be written sine 360 degree minus 170 degree. Check this, 0 minus 0 0, 16 minus 7 9, and 2 minus 1 1. So 190 can be written 360 minus 170. Similarly, this 200 we can write plus sine 200 can be written 360 minus 160, and this 210 can be written sine 360 minus 150 plus up to dot dot sine 360 degree. So here this, which is equal to sine 10 degree plus sine 20 degree plus sine 30 degree plus up to dot dot plus sine 180 degree, and this sine 360 minus theta. 360 minus theta lies in fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, cos is positive, this is sine, so minus sine. In case of 360, no change, so minus 1 minus sine 170 degree. Similarly, this sine 360 minus 160 can be written minus sine 160 degree, 160 degree, and this sine 360 minus 150 can be written minus sine 150 degree plus up to dot dot plus sine 360 degree. So notice this, here this negative 170 degree, and before this sine 180, here the term will be sine 170 degree positive. So this negative and this positive we can cancel. Before this sine 170, there will be sine 160. So this minus 1 sine 160 and this sine 160 will be cancelled. Sine 150 negative, before that 160, 150 will be cancelled. So all the terms before this sine 180 will be cancelled, and after this 150 we can write this sine 1 minus 140, 130, 120, 110, 100, 90, 80, 70 till this tan, so minus sine. So all the terms will be cancelled. Only this two terms will be remaining. Which? This sine 360 and this sine 180. Before this sine 180 and before this sine 360, all the terms will be positive, negative, and they will be cancelled. So here we will get only this sine 180 degree plus sine 160, sine 360 degree plus sine 360 degree. Other terms will be cancelled. We can cancel them. Now this sine 180 can be written sine 90 plus 90 plus this sine 360 can be written 270 plus 90. 90 plus theta, this is 90 plus theta, 90 plus theta lies in second quadrant. In second quadrant sine is positive, this is sine, so plus sine. In case of 90, change this sine to cos, so cos 90 plus this 270 plus theta, sine 270 plus theta, 270 plus theta lies in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant cos is positive, this is sine, so minus sine minus, and in case of 270 cos, change this sine into cos, so minus cos 90 degree, which is equal to cos 90 degree positive minus cos 90 degree. We can cancel them or we can put the values. Cos 90 cancelled, so finally we have got 0. So 0 is the required value of given sine 10 plus sine 20 plus sine 30 till sine 60. Its value is 0 only. Question number 10. A circular wire of radius 15 cm is cut and bent so as to lie along the circumference of a loop of radius 120 cm. Write the measure of angle subtended by it at the center of the loop. So there is one circular wire. Suppose this is circular wire. Suppose this is circular wire. This wire in the shape of circle. We can cut it. Cut this and bend to so as to lie along the circumference of a loop. So when we cut this, then the length of this wire will be circumference of circle. Its radius is given. Its radius is given 15 centimeter. This is 15 centimeter radius. So length of wire is equal to circumference of circle. Circumference of circle. And circumference of circle is nothing but this is 2 pi r. So 2 into pi into r is equal to 15 centimeter. So 15 to the 30 pi centimeter. This is the length of wire. This wire lie along the circumference of a loop of radius 120 centimeter. There is one loop. Its radius is 120 centimeter and this length of wire is lie on that loop. So write the measure of angle subtended by it at the center of the loop. So what angle this length of wire will make at the center of that loop. So suppose this is any loop and its radius is 120 centimeter. The radius of this loop is 120 centimeter. On this loop, this wire is bent, lie on the circumference of this loop. Suppose this is the length of this wire. This is 30 pi 30 pi. This length is 35. So this length of wire will make the angle at the center, this angle. So this angle we have to calculate. So this is the radius of circle. This is r is equal to 120 radius of loop, and this 30 pi length of this arc we can take, this is L. So here we have L is equal to 30 pi and this radius is equal to this, so we have to find out this angle. So for this we have the formula. Since theta is equal to L upon R radius, R radians. This formula is in radians. Now we can substitute the values here. So L is equal to 30 pi. This is 30 pi and radius is 120. Simplify this. This 0 0 cancelled and 3 4s are 12. So pi by 4 radian, or we can write this is 45 degree. This is common angle, so directly we can write 45 degree. So this wire will make the angle at the center of this loop is 45 degree or pi by 4 radian. This is the answer. Pi by 4 or 45 degree. So I think it's enough for today. The remaining questions are very short answer. We will solve in next class. Okay, bye.